Hey guys, so welcome to Real Talk Ireland. So for this episode, we're just going to get to know each other. So I'm going to be asking Ash questions. Ash is going to ask us questions, and so is Sarah. So to start, I'm going to ask Ash a couple of questions. So Ash, firstly, where you're from?
From Blanche.
From Blanche. Represent. okay. And so where did you grow up? Did you grow up in Branch as well?
Yeah, I mostly grew up in Blanche, so it's a good spot.
Oh, Blanche. And so tell me about you. Are you obviously I know personally. So Ash, you're an artist.
So I'm a singer-songwriter, and yeah.
Tell us about your
singing.
latest project.
Oh yeah, so I just released my EP, which I'm really excited about. It's called Freedom, and it's very suitable to the times because we need our freedom. So
Nice.
listen to it if you relate,
Glitter Gold is a banger.
Oh,
Literally,
thank
it belongs
you so
on the
much.
radio. Like, I'm obsessed with it. Like, it
Thank
just
you.
the disco vibes. Oh,
Not only that, can we just talk
Just
about
love
the
it so
outfits? Like your outfits, yeah. Sorry, if you haven't seen the video, you need to watch it. Like the outfit, the glitter. Like it's actually
It's all
so.
about
I'm
the
not
glitter.
gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. When I seen that video, yeah, I was like, of course, Ash will make a video like that.
yeah.
But yeah, I'm just gonna ask you then something quick questions, right?
Let's do it.
Eat out or in?
In the winter, especially. Hey, it's freezing.
Spirits,
know.
spirits or like beer?
Spirits. Beer is a waste of time sometimes. You're like, just give me a shot.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
my vibe.
Yeah.
That's my vibe. Albino's keeping me
Agreed.
together, honestly. That's the only thing in between. Oh yeah, chocolate or sweets?
Vegan sweets.
Vegan sweets.
People are like, oh, she's vegan. It's
I'll eat
annoying.
those vegan jellies. Oh, they are.
They're so, because you don't feel guilty.
Oh,
You're just like,
exactly.
No, I'm
so
not gonna
good.
lie. I actually love chocolate. Like,
oh,
I
really?
consider myself a vegan, but I gotta eat.
Not on the weekends, honey.
I gotta eat. Another thing I was gonna ask you. Oh yeah, so on the night out, right?
Oh.
What
Personal question. Come on.
on the night out? Like, are you that girl who's like talking to people like at the bathroom, or are you that girl who's listening sitting on the toilet?
I'm always talking to
I
people.
like
You
that
know what I
question.
mean? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Because sometimes I be the girl sitting on the
Listen
toilet.
I always am talking in the bathroom, and one time I even got a selfie in the bathroom.
Oh,
I got a bathroom selfie. It was such a deep conversation, I miss that. Yeah.
No, I actually do. I won't lie. I feel like because people haven't been out in so long, the girls that you do with me in the toilet, they're actually so nice because they're like,
It's so,
they haven't
yeah.
seen other people in so long. So everyone's like, oh my God, hey, I love
Yeah.
your outfit. I just love everything about you. Your hair, oh my God, this, that. So no, I feel like, yeah, I'll be the girl sitting. I'll be the girl like talking in the toilet as well.
Who's your like inspiration or like your hero? Do you have one?
My hero are people that have time to do loads of stuff. Go to the beach and do loads of things. Because where do they find the
Yeah.
time?
Like this.
I know
like
that's
this-
probably
oh
not
my
a great
God.
answer, but like,
Yeah, because I went to zero
That's
from
amazing.
0 to 100 so quickly, and I always
Yeah.
feel like I have no time for anything. And I see people like out just like doing things for themselves. I'm like, oh, I should be doing that. I should be like engaged in that like self love. But I'm just like working and like I'm always like moving. I'm just like I need time
yeah,
for myself.
it's
yeah.
hard to find time.
Yeah, actually, if you were gonna be like a superhero or whatever, what would you be and why?
I'm one that can fly because I can't drive. So
Oh my this is your lazy self. Oh.
yeah, I'd be flying.
But no, you have to pick one though.
I'd be I don't know the names of any.
You don't know the names of any.
No,
Okay,
No.
so if you could pick one that you know, you have to know one.
one that flies. I'd be Superman, but Superwoman.
There you go. Right. I'm like Saved by the Bell, right? I was like, I feel people will be a bit upset about that. I was like, did you know what? What else can I ask you? See, do you know what? The thing is, like, I know you, so like, it's hard to not ask
Yeah.
for questions because I'm like,
It's
Yeah.
just so
I know
everyone
everything
else
about
gets
you.
to know us a little bit.
Okay, yeah. So if you were to go on a hike, right, what would you bring with you?
Loads of snacks.
No, you have you have a choice of three things.
Okay, snacks.
What snack? It has to be one.
Oh.
Three things. If I ask you what three things, you can't say like, oh, I bring a
Alright.
dinner table. Like,
A popcorn. A speaker.
popcorn on a
a
hike.
speaker. A speaker. Bit of music.
Popcorn of all.
And,
trees.
popcorn because it's not as bad as Chris. And then I bring
It's not as bad as Chris.
I don't know what else. A spare,
It's not a hunger strike.
a spare jacket, because you don't know the weather, the Irish weather.
So I bring popcorn, a spray jacket, and
Crisps. Oh no, popcorn.
You're so practical. I love it.
What would you bring?
I'd bring a lighter.
Oh God.
Just to spark a fire, what you mean?
There's loads of things to spark a fire with.
On my finger.
Jesus.
Go on now, right. A lighter and what else?
A lighter, oh my God, what else will I bring? A knife. A lighter, a knife,
On a hike?
and a blanket, yeah.
That's actually smart.
To be fair, a blanket is a good shout.
Yeah.
I did
Yeah.
scouts. I did
Yeah,
scouts,
yeah,
girls. I did
yeah,
scouts.
yeah.
Like, I know.
We asked you a few questions anyway, Cynthia.
Oh, okay.
Exciting.
Okay,
What do you prefer, cats or dogs?
I love both dogs.
Really?
Yeah, I love dogs.
What about you? What do you prefer?
Oh, I'm always so conflicted with this one because I have a cat. I've only been a cat owner for 2 years. I feel like kind of late to the game, but I do love dogs as well.
Yeah.
Like I think when I like eventually have my own place, my own life, well, definitely the first thing I get is a dog before I
dog,
get any
yeah,
furniture.
same.
Like if I have my own space, get a dog.
Part
I'm
of
getting a
getting
dog.
a house, a dog.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's
Walking
just
your
like-
dog. And
If you're stepping up in the game, you have to get a
Yeah.
dog. Like,
What's your favourite go-to meal after a night out?
probably pizza. It has to be Domino's. I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna, like, I get like a vegetarian Domino's, but like, if my meal to go to, like my struggle meal / also delicacy is pesto pasta. Pesto pasta.
Go on, you little
cheese.
chef
You know what I
over
mean?
here.
Can't go wrong
Pesto
with
pasta.
Pesto pasta. But yeah, that's my go-to. I love a bit of pesto pasta. Cheese.
Ah, yeah, you can't go wrong. Takes 2 minutes as well.
Do you know what I mean? I mean,
Gourmet.
cheap and all.
What's your
Can't complain.
favorite drink?
My favorite drink, probably Jack Daniels.
Oh, go on.
Like alcohol-wise, yeah.
Just in general.
What, like a JD and Coke or something?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you'd be more of a wine.
See, I'm a vodka. No.
I think wine is just like a chilling at home or like chilling like
Yeah, this is easy going for me.
But when you're out, it's like Jack Daniels. Yeah.
Probably like Jack Daniels, Hennessy,
Yeah.
vodka, and they're low calorie as well. So you know.
I think we're at an age where like everyone's just finding their drink because like I've known you for so long. We've drank together in so many different situations. I would drink anything. So now it's interesting to know like what's your choice because like we have the like the means to actually choose now. So it's just funny. Like.
I remember we used to be drinking that Tesco. What's it? 4-year wine Rivero.
Oh God,
Jesus, that wine would send
3
you.
or 4 year wine before. God.
Honestly, it's usually my go-to. Like only because I get heartburn, I can't really be having wine like that. But
that's real.
otherwise, I'll be on it.
All right, so do you have any secret talents? that
Secret
everyone
talents.
needs to know about?
No, I don't really. I don't really.
Don't be modest.
I have a few talents, but they're not secret. I don't know. Like I can paint. I do-
You're fun. You're actually so good even since school. Didn't you do your own tattoo?
Yeah.
You designed your own tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
You can
very
paint?
good at drawing.
Yeah. So I can paint. I can draw. I mean, what do you want to know? Like I'm actually just like I can do a lot of
Nice.
things.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't really have a secret talent. I guess. I mean, I can cook. I mean, that's not my secret talent, but like, do you know what I mean? Like, I know that whatever I make, I'm almost like I'm a feeder. Like, so if you come over to my house, I'm always making food, and everyone's always like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god, that tastes so good." I'm just
Yeah.
like, yeah.
You can be versatile with food though. Like I feel like I'll come over to your house and you'll just find whatever's in your press and like mix it all together and it'd be like really good, like really wholesome, like healthy food. I'm like, I need to step up my game. Like, do you know what I mean? Like you feed me so well. I love you for that.
Yeah, no, I'm just a few things like cooking and painting.
Fair play.
Mm.
I'd like to say I paint as well, but that'd be a lie. I'm terrible. I am terrible.
See, I used to love.
Do you
I
have
just
any?
love-
Do you have any like?
There's so much stuff I want to do, but it's just like, where's the time?
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Like, I'd love to be good at
Yeah.
painting.
I
I'm gonna
buy
make
so many
clothes
art
well.
things and I just don't use it. Like I have the whole of Eason's art department in my house, like just in boxes, and I don't do anything because I just like, I don't know. I feel like art takes so much time, but when it's like one of those things, like when you do it, you feel so much better. Like it's the same with like
Yeah, yeah.
exercise, and you do it once in like me in
You
a blue
feel
moon,
real.
and I'm like, I feel like I am unstoppable, and then I just the next day it's like it just the thrill is gone from it or something. Do you know? I
Yeah,
feel like that
Yeah.
with like creating sometimes can be hard, but
it can
Yeah.
be. Yeah. What was your what helped you through lockdown? Like, what was that one thing that was like helped you to get through it? Obviously, for me, it was food, but like, what was it?
and just like, is this the BBC? is it safe to answer this?
Probably I just made sure I was really mellow through the whole of lockdown. That's all I'd say.
What's your secret?
Well, I don't grow out myself.
Staying mellow during lockdown. Wow.
I just, worked out, read loads of books, and, to be honest, I actually started my own business during lockdown.
Oh, nice.
Through them. So that's actually what got me through lockdown.
Tell everyone about your business.
Well, like I started like learning how to do nails at the start of lockdown, and my friend Sarah, she's really good, so she'd always give me tips. And then I went on to, then after that I went to learn how to do lashes. So I did a course with Dream Lash. Shout out Dream Lash, they're really good. But I did a course with Dream Lash, and I loved it. Then after that, I learned how to do teeth jams. So I just do teeth jams, and then I'm gonna do like teeth whitening soon.
I'll be there.
But I just did that through lockdown, stayed chill, drank my drink, smoked my smoke.
And you started a business as well. Fair play.
Yeah. And like, to be honest, I'd love to be like, started a business stuff, but like I did, but it was always to do with my friends. Like I was doing my friends' nails, I was doing my friends' lashes and stuff.
There was no pressure with it. Like it was just fun.
Yeah, like now I am getting obviously like strangers, like, and I'm doing them, but I just started off by just kind of like going ahead and just doing my own friends, like nails and lashes and stuff like that, which was also so nice because it's nice you're seeing your friends supporting you. Like it's not like when you're like really bad at doing nails and like your friend has to sit there for like 3 hours and watch you ruin her nails.
Yeah. You don't want that for them.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so, like,
yeah.
I appreciate them like having like, being supporting me since then, but like that's it really. Like I helped Sarah doing her music video.
Oh my god,
I saw that.
That was
actually. It looked
iconic.
amazing. It's
I mean,
amazing music video.
Thank you. I mean, it's been out like 6 months now, but I was at a gig last night and like some people were like, "Oh yeah, I know." Like not that like I'm like really famous, but people were like, "Oh, I seen like your music video," and I was like, "That was months ago." Like people are still talking about it. It's just so much fun, and like having you in it was just like it was so nice to have my mates in it. Like just we're doing some aerobics. So people were commenting to me like, "Oh my god, you guys are so fit." I was like. Don't know how, because I was like wasn't even exercising in real life, but we made it work.
So Sarah, what's your favorite thing about being a musician?
I think it's just like working with different people. Like it's not even about me being a musician. I just love the way it's helped me meet so many different people and like so many different like creatives and things like that. Like I just love it for that,
You meet so many different characters, don't you? Like,
then they also like inspire you. Like I always felt like when I was in college and stuff, I was like, I look up to like tutors and these people, and like a lot of them did inspire me. But then all I had to do was like look around at like my musician friends and just think like, I'm learning. I learned so much from them, and like it's the whole, and then that just feeds you, and like it makes other like projects grow and things like that. So like I
feel like there's like something so satisfying about like getting knowledge of other people. Like when you meet someone in that, like I'm not a singer and I just don't have anything to do with music, but I am a big fan. I'm a fangirl of everything. Like I'm literally like woo. But that's the thing, like I always wanted to do interviews, and like I did obviously media in college and whatever, and like the thing for me, it wasn't like I was fangirling, but I had my reasons to fangirl over certain people because like they just have something that I've probably never heard of. They have a technique to do something. They have, a way to do their business about like why do they stand out. You want to ask them like why and how are you doing it, why you're liked so much, like what's about you. So I feel like that's the thing about like even music or media or whatever. We just want to get out there and meet people and just ask them for their knowledge. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, and some people might not even see. Like that's why you're the fangirl, because you just see that spark in someone, and you see that knowledge like that they have. Like,
but I feel like with you being like you're really good at art and you are creative minded, maybe not like musically creative, but like you are creative. I feel like creatives in general, that it goes through all these different departments. Like I mean, somebody like that's really good at photography might like be like best mates with like loads of musicians. It's always that way. I feel like in Dublin as well, like the scene is always like people know photographers, videographers, musicians, like everyone anyone that's creative is like connected with other creatives. And like I think it's because we're so interested in how we use our like thoughts and how we like have these ideas and thoughts and our values, and how we portray that in different forms of art. Like it doesn't even matter whether it's music or art, you can just appreciate it. Like
sure, I remember when I was like I went to college in like Ballyfermot, right? And this is when like all the platforms started popping off, and it was like Grime TV was like the main thing. And I was on my first year in college, and we had to do like a presentation, and I was like, okay, I'm so excited to do my presentation because I feel like it's going to be mad different. And I was into like the drill UK scene a lot. Like music wise. So I did my whole presentation on like loads of different platforms like Grime TV, UK Gossip, all these things, and I was like, oh, basically like, you know, that's what I want to do. Like I want to be able to be a platform where we could put in all this like artists and stuff. Like when I was younger, like I'd be always around musical people and stuff like that. So I was like, I did my presentation, yeah, and no one got it at the time. Like no one, like I know, like obviously Irish culture, like they might not get it just yet. People are still catching up or whatever. But I remember doing my whole presentation. I was like, anybody know this? Everyone's like, no. I was like, anybody know like you know, Radio Extra, BBC Radio Extra, whatever. They have like the kind of it's concentrating like hip hop side or whatever. No, didn't know. And I just felt like so clueless because I was like pitching this like big idea to like a group of people that really didn't get it. But then I remember as well we had Mango. You know Mango?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I remember when like I always like follow anyone like, you know, that's like I love like Irish culture, rap, all that stuff. So anyways, I knew of him anyways beforehand, but he came to speak in my college and he was telling us about like him doing his first tour, like his first gigs and all that. He was actually so funny. He was even saying like one thing I'd say is get off the fags. He was trying to get off the smokes. But he was such a good speaker. Like he was actually so good and he was so honest and it was so nice to listen to him. But that's the thing, I saw him and like just by the way he was speaking, I actually felt comforted enough to go, I'm gonna go up to him and ask him a few questions. I remember going up to him and I was like, I wanna do an awards. And he was like, oh yeah, do you wanna do an awards? And I was like, yeah, I wanna get everyone involved. And I was like pitching all this to him and he was like, yeah, you should definitely do it. You should definitely do it. Obviously, like, I didn't actually get to do it, COVID and like whatever else. But like, just like that, like there's some people where like they just have that in them and you just want to find out more and like you want to get their opinion. I wouldn't really actually ask someone else about doing an awards in
I think
Ireland.
that's important though when you're like doing something creative to be approachable and to kind of be in a sense that people don't feel afraid to come up and talk to you and ask you about things. Because that's what it's about. We're doing our thing, but also we share knowledge with people and then make connections. Yeah. So I guess it's important. Like, it's great that he had that about him. Yeah. You know?
As well, if you want to be part of the movement, you want to be able to influence people that like look up to you. Like, so why would you be like pretentious about it?
Yeah.
You know, it's really important to just like stay humble, as they say. But like, you know, like just be real with people and just be approachable, like we were saying. Like,
what did you find the hardest about doing a music video?
I think it was just like me being like such a perfectionist.
Yeah.
Like I just feel like there's so much, like I'm not even a really competitive person, but I just see like online, like how like people are just putting out like the best of, especially like Irish music nowadays. People are putting out like amazing videos, amazing productions, like, and I just felt like, you know what, if I'm gonna do it, I want to do it exactly the way I want it. It's gonna be perfect no matter what. And I think like the hardest part was like to live up to my own expectations in a way. Like I set like the stakes very high. Sky high, like honestly. But yeah, that was probably the hardest part. But it paid off in the end because I look back and I'm like, that's the best I could do, and I did it. You know, I don't look back and be like, you know, when you do something and then you look back and you're like, I could have done better. Yeah, like even if you didn't really care about it at the time, you turn back and you go, oh, that could have been it. It could have changed one thing and I could have enhanced this part or whatever. But it paid off in the end. But yeah, that was the hardest bit. Like kind of just arguing with myself all the time about being perfect, but there's no such thing. But like,
you like that as well with your music video?
So like that. It's just like, but I think like always before music video, you never really sleep that well. And you're always thinking of new ideas the day before, and then like with the outfits and all, it all just comes together though, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah. It's a very organic thing at the end of the day because it's something that came from nothing. The song came from nothing to something. Like it's, you know, it's built from the ground up. And I think when you're trying to get a music video to portray that and like the emotion and everything, I think it just comes naturally because especially if it's like original, if it's your own music or like, you know, you've written it yourself, especially, it's so much easier to portray it. Like you find ideas come from you like out of nowhere sometimes. You're like, where I don't even think about that. Like,
sometimes when I write a song, I imagine the music video already. I'm singing it and I'm like, this is how it's gonna go.
First one written and I'm like, yeah, here's the video. This is what we're gonna do.
No, like, I'm too much. I'm like, okay, I know what I need to do here, and then people are like, whoa, girl, the song's not even finished, and you're already planning a music video. Like,
So have you written love songs? Have you?
Oh God,
too many.
I wrote one when I was like 10 or something. I was like, what am I doing? And I have it on my Nintendo DS. Oh. So I recorded it on my Nintendo DS.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, unfortunately I did, and I look back and I was like,
that's kind of iconic though. Like I wish I'd done that. Like flip open your old.
Say nothing. Guys. Next
that
song.
Nintendo's worth. It's worth cash.
Vintage.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So like, okay. So have you made a love song about your boyfriend?
I think it's good to write songs in a kind of like general way.
Yeah.
You know, don't be like, oh, remember that time we
Man,
went
I'd
there?
be
It's
so
like, no,
specific. If I was able to like write music, I'd be like, see you yet.
I've been writing more specifically lately because I've just like, even like during the lockdown, I had so much time to think and reflect and blah 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 about like specific situations that I was in with certain people, and then
Yeah.
like I remember the place, I remember the time, I remember like how drunk I was or whatever was happening, like where I was about to go or whatever. Like I always remember exactly. And I've been finding myself writing songs very specifically to certain
Okay,
times,
girl,
certain details.
Let's test this, okay?
Yeah.
So imagine you're walking in the park and you see a really nice tree.
A
So
tree.
what would you write about the tree? Let's see. What would do you want to come up with like a sentence or two
About a tree.
about a tree? Let's see.
What could you,
I
what
got
could
it
you say
wrong.
about a tree?
Okay.
What
not
would you
that
say
far.
about a tree?
Tall and green.
Ever so clean. There you
Oh,
go. Okay.
But I mean, do you have a specific line that would be kind of referring to your partner or ex?
I can't think of.
Not one line,
I think of one, but it's cheesy as fuck. So.
but say it, please.
No, I
This is a
can't
get to
think-
Oh
know
my-
me, so
yeah,
you want to
say
get
it,
to know
like,
the cheesy
what?
parts.
Like you can't be saying like.
I'm trying to think of better ones than this one. Do you ever get when you're like, why am I thinking about the worst
Oh,
line?
I remember. I was like, I wrote something. It was like, I like someone tall, dark, and handsome, so then he could bring me. We can dance some. I know he wants me. He wants some ransom. Give it to him, and you can have some.
Ah.
Yeah.
Girl,
There you
yeah,
go.
You're
not
like,
bad.
that's why
Those
she
are
asked the
bars.
question.
Those
She
are
had this
bars.
ready. She had this
I'm
ready.
sorry. I asked you for a line. You didn't give it to
Yeah.
me, so I just gave you one.
Yeah.
Sarah, come on. You have to have something that says like, oh, you know, he was tall, or like I'm sure you have this. Like you mentioned something about someone you seen in one of your songs.
Oh yeah. Oh, I have. Like I have. But
Okay,
it's
give me
not been
some.
like when people say like love songs. Like
No,
I don't
saying,
have
like, you
love
know,
songs. It's not like that kind of way. But I've definitely written songs about certain nights where like maybe I've been going through something and like I turn to like going out and drinking as like a cure for it or whatever. And then
Yeah.
like something happens with somebody and then I'll be like I'll write about it being like, you know, it was so like false or, you know, and then I'll try and come up with like something. Yeah, you're
Sorry.
totally relate to that.
I have some lines ready for that.
Okay.
now. Because in terms of, it's so much easier to have a song annoyed at a fella than like a love song. So what I said was,
Always.
princess, love, and all of the above. You've called me every nice name under the sun. But all of these words, they all have meaning. So don't just take them away without any feeling. I was like, he was too charming. He was saying all these words. I was like,
Yeah.
get out of my face.
Yeah.
Because you're trouble. You are trouble. Sorry, girl. I just remembered lyrics there. I was like,
No, that's what I'm looking
Easier.
for.
That's what we're
It's
looking
your
for.
turn.
it's
That's what
easier
you
to be
wanted.
sassy,
It's
isn't
your
it?
turn, Sarah. We've given you lines. We've given you bars.
Yes.
This is music material right now.
Oh, I don't know. This one's actually really sad.
Oh my god.
Girl,
I don't
come
want
on.
to turn this sad. I feel
Okay,
like any,
you've got
any
this.
song. Yeah, I know. Sorry. I mean,
We're ready.
we're definitely in the same league. No, it's not. I don't know. I've had like, I've written like more sad songs about like parties and like the way I felt,
I'm sweating
that
to hear
day.
some of this now.
and then going to the party and then like, you know, you feel like you're gonna have a great time with your mates and you're drinking,
Yeah.
but sometimes just like it goes to shit like so quickly, and then like your whole like night is ruined because of like some memory that you have or some thought that you have, and then you're just like you're put off. You're like, I want to go home. I want to get a taxi like right now,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
you just can't
when you're
because you feel like a burden on your mates. Like I don't want to drag everyone else out, or like you just like, but you don't want to also leave because then they're like, why are you leaving early? But like sometimes you just feel like you have to just get out and like
Yeah.
deal with whatever you have to deal with. You know
No,
what I
I
mean?
feel like I'm such a drama queen, so I'm never the one to go without a fight. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you're like, I feel like I should just go home. I'm like, no, I'm not going home. I guess like we all have like, you know, the devil and the angel above shoulders.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the angel is like 5'6" or something, and the devil's about 6 foot. So sometimes I have to be taking the other side. But no, like I feel like whenever like I'm in that situation where I'm thinking like, oh, dramatic over a guy or whatever, I'm just like, I either like do just go home or I just cause more problems because
It's always a limbo. It's like,
should I do?
this
Yeah,
or should I
exactly.
just like be calm? I think that's for everything in life, like you either like react. You ever get with your family when they're annoying you? You're like, I could make a big deal now, or I could not
Yeah.
react. But
Yeah.
most of the time you
Okay,
react.
so
you're
what
like,
has been
Yeah.
been your like worst reaction to something or a situation, like that you would regret, not like that you're proud of, like obviously like you know you had a really bad reaction to something, you did something, and you regret it, obviously, like not that you're proud of doing something bad.
when I'm in a bad, the worst thing I regret, do you know what's annoying, right? When you're in a bad mood and you expect someone else to make you feel better.
Yeah.
Like, I probably didn't answer right, but I just thought of something like, do you know when, like, you're in a bad mood and you're like, oh, I'm going to ring this person, they're going to make me feel better. We can't expect someone to make us feel better.
Yeah.
So sometimes, like, say if I do that and then I react, if they don't make me feel better, I'm, like, annoyed then.
Yeah.
But it's like,
Yeah.
you can't expect that.
I don't know. I think the worst thing I probably would have done was not the worst thing. Like I've done worse, but I think one thing I have to say I do regret doing was breaking my ex's laptop. Like that actually haunts me till this day. Like
Did you break it? You just smashed it. You just got it, picked up and smashed it.
I smashed the thing. Yeah. Like not even, like I bought him a new one. Obviously, I even got him a better one than he had before. But I remember this now. I think when I was like 8, I think it was 18, maybe 19. But yeah, I was snapping because at the time I think he was flirting with a girl or whatever. We got into a fight. Then he broke my glasses. Yeah, and then I was like, no, you know, you're going to pay for my glasses. Like, that's it. Like, you're paying for my glasses. The fella goes, you punched me in the face. I'm not paying for your glasses. I was like, yeah, but I was like, no, obviously it wasn't good. Like, I'm not saying this is a proud moment, but it's still funny. Like, and then I remember I said to him, if you don't pay for my glasses, what should we get with this taxi? I'm going to dance on your laptop.
Whoa.
Yeah.
What dance are we going to do?
Oh, stop.
It was so bad. Like, Jesus Christ. Like, looking back now, I'm not, like, proud of it. Like,
In all fairness,
Jesus,
you were,
like-
you were young and, like, in a relationship.
yeah, like,
and,
I was young, like, and then he was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah. Then he, like, took his laptop out of his bag. And, like, sorry, but, like, I'm already hated. Why would you actually take your laptop out of your bag to give it to me? So he was like, oh, yeah, well, here you go. Oh, yeah. And I was like, oh, yeah. Okay. So I just opened the whole thing, knee there, and then just dashed it on the floor. And I was like, yeah. Well, look at your laptop now. Then when I woke up in the morning, I thought it was a dream. I was like,
You were hoping it was a dream, like, please.
That's how
please,
bad you were.
please,
That you were
please.
like, that
I
didn't
literally
even happen.
cried
Yeah.
so bad in the morning. I was like, I'm so sorry. Because obviously we were in college as well at the time.
Yeah.
So we all had our college work on our
Yeah.
laptops. All of our stuff. Like,
Yeah, your laptop is your life, and those like
do you
3
know
or
what
4
I
years
mean?
in
I
college,
felt
like that is
so
your
bad. But to be honest, like, to redeem myself, before people started thinking, anyhow, I went back, got all the information transferred to USB stick from a different person. So I got everything from that laptop onto a USB stick. Then I got him a new laptop, and he had all of his information. So
There
I
you
mean,
go.
call me
You redeemed
girlfriend of the
yourself.
year.
You redeemed yourself, yeah. Success story. It cost you a few £100, but success. I got my anger out. That's my thing.
That was the only time. Like, no, I was like looking back on it, it was gas because like obviously you're young and you're just silly and like you don't really care. You just do whatever you want to do, like because it feels right at the time. But yeah, that was the one time I'd say like, yikes, like that was extreme.
What
The-
about you, Sarah?
I don't think I take things too far. I think I just don't take things far enough. Like I think I'm just too nice. Like I let people away with so much stuff. Like
Yeah.
even like just like throughout my life, I just be like, you know what? I should have kicked up more of a fuss over that. Like I should have like
To be fair, like
raised hell. I should have actually raised hell about that, but instead I was like too nice about it. I was too like too shy and too
probably would you-
sensitive.
That meme of like, hey, it's Chris, and you're just with your fist like,
Yeah, that is me. Like I hide so much of my anger. Like when I'm angry, like my response is just crying.
yeah,
Like I can't get angry. Like
I
I'm just
cry as
I am
well.
I
Sometimes
feel
it's better
anger.
to cry than like react those.
But
as well.
I break down and people are like, I'd rather you like trash it out with me and like have the argument instead of just crying. But I'm just like, but I just it's overwhelming.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
then,
it
but
is, it
at
is.
the same time, like I feel like such a like sometimes we be such a pushover and like then in that way to answer your question, like I do react the wrong way. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'd love to be. Sometimes I'd love to be like a bit more dramatic. Like just
When you're writing a song, would you say you're too nice or you go in when you're writing a song?
it depends on how I'm feeling, or if it's like about a specific person, or if I'm just like kind of writing something for the crack.
Would you find
Yeah.
it easier in a song to
To
be
express
like,
how
why
you're
are you doing
angry
that?
than that
Or
moment.
then real life? Would you find it easier?
Yeah, it's definitely easier to like put on a kind of persona when I'm
Isn't
writing.
it?
Yeah. No, I definitely have songs that are a little bit like I don't
Mhm.
recognize myself, but at the same time, like that can be so much easier. Like when you're pretending you're not yourself and kind of isolate your real feelings, so like you can like put yourself into a character. Like
It's
it's
so
what I
fun.
love about the creative process. Obviously, I don't want to release music that like isn't real to me or whatever. But like sometimes for exercise, it's really good, even just to get like the anger, like pretend you're somebody else. Like how would someone else feel about this? Or like, you know what I mean? It's like if you're like I don't know, you're talking badly of yourself. Like say me and Cynthia are like having a conversation or being really bad to myself, and Cynthia's like why would you say that about my friend?
Yeah.
And then you feel like, oh, okay, like that hits differently. Do you know what I mean? Like
I don't know. I always give people the advice to like, you know, like, but when people like you, I'm not saying everybody because like you're rare, but not only that, but people who would generally find it hard to be like selfish or mean. Like sometimes I'm just like I had a few friends that were like that, and then I just be like, you know what? We can't always be good. Like if us being bad means being selfish to benefit ourselves, then it just has to be us sometimes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
the next person wouldn't care. So like just for empaths, like I feel
Yeah.
like you're an empath.
Yeah.
Like I feel like
Oh,
that as well sometimes. So
big
like
time,
I
yeah.
justify me being mean or like having a bit of an attitude or whatever because I'm like, you know what? Yeah, this world doesn't spin around without the badness. So if it's gonna be me today, it's gonna be me today.
I think it's important to give yourself.
And that's it.
and that's it.
No, it's important
Drop
to
the
look
mic.
after yourself. Yeah.